So as we begin, let us take inventory. We are a nation that has a government, not the other way around. And this makes us special among the nations of the earth. Our government has no power except that granted it by the people. It is time to check and reverse the growth of government, which shows signs of having grown beyond the consent of the governed. It is no coincidence that our present troubles parallel and are proportionate to the intervention and intrusion in our lives that result from unnecessary and excessive growth of government. It is time for us to realize that we're too great a nation to limit ourselves to small dreams. We're not, as some would have us believe, doomed to an inevitable decline. I do not believe in a fate that will fall on us no matter what we do. I do believe in a fate that will fall on us if we do nothing. We have every right to dream heroic dreams. Those who say that we're in a time when there are no heroes, they just don't know where to look. Well, I believe we, the Americans of today, are ready to act worthy of ourselves, ready to do what must be done to ensure happiness and liberty for ourselves, our children, and our children's children. And as we renew ourselves here in our own land, we will be seen as having greater strength throughout the world. We will again be the exemplar of freedom and a beacon of hope for those who do not now have freedom. As for the enemies of freedom, those who are potential adversaries, they will be reminded that peace is the highest aspiration of the American people. We will negotiate for it, sacrifice for it. We will not surrender for it now or ever.
The 2008, 2009, excuse me, transition was the first post 9/11 transition, and the potential security risks at the inauguration were something that we were keenly aware of. At the time, I was not aware of this, but there's been subsequent reporting that there was a credible threat against the inauguration about something that would potentially happen at the swearing in. And so it has since been reported that that required extensive cooperation between the outgoing Secretary of State, between Condoleezza Rice and the incoming Secretary of State, Hillary Clinton. And there was kind of a managing of that. And it's one of the historical reasons, the anomalies as to why all but two outgoing Bush cabinet members resigned before Inauguration Day, January 20th, 2009. One was Bob Gates, who stayed on to serve as Secretary of Defense under President Obama. The other one was Mike Chertoff, the Homeland Security Secretary. He was asked to stay on for one extra day in case something happened. And so fortunately, nothing happened. But that does speak to the importance of the outgoing and the incoming administrations being hand in glove in terms of their cooperation. And it's something that, you know, frankly, is concerning to me about what has happened over this transition, that level of collaboration hasn't happened, because this is not a partisan thing. This is wanting to ensure that this handover of power, which is really unique in the world, happens as seamlessly as possible.